Cerys. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Oh, my head!
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Udalryk. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got...
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted...
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalryk's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalryk.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalryk and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalryk. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these...
Serious enough for Udalryk to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalryk to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end...
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalryk had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalryk kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalryk right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to...
I thought Aki's ghost would want it.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalryk's the chosen one. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalryk let him...
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalryk didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave...
No.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the...
Aki and Udalryk both lived here. Maybe that's what... Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get this...
Out of the question.
Really? Thanks.
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together. This about?
So? Did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then. You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
That you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Ain't nothing quite like a witch.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
Couldn't help overhearing your conversation.
No worries. It's no secret.
All in the Isles know Jarl Udalric hears the voices.
These voices you hear.
The gods. Their voices.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off. must be the place. Can't help wondering what that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalryk.
is God-fearing. A Bill's
Fucking
shield.
swords, and you're back.
Don't know I'd be able to make that kind of...
Why'd you do it?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the...
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and
When did the gods...
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always. My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form when the torch...
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon...
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and...
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that...
What's wrong with
Can we talk somewhere in private?
the guest room? Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work. In theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair, with the affected
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give us...
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other...
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try...
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful. But we should at least try to find...
Might not be as simple as it seems. This...
What do you mean?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster...
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim...
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of...
Exactly. Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's...
You think the Heim... Would it try...
No, that would mean losing it. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful The more pain the Heim causes Udalric...
And the more dangerous it... Both methods seem risky. But I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things. If we fail to think of anything, we can...
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman.
What can I say?
So,
Yeah.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything...
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared. Somebody could break their leg, or their neck. An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalryk or Aki.
Geralt!
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. What?
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here.
Anything?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
In the meantime, get a...
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
He won't last!
Aki!
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You're disoriented, but don't worry, it'll pass.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speakerog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Thought we already discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favorable wind.
To you too.
serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Did you sever his...
Hey,
Haven't you?
Morgan's birthday
Master Geralt. A guard spotted you from the tower. They said we'd open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king.
Krach make an exception.
All know what you did for Saracen Hjalmar.
Come. Krakow waits.
may smear your ass with honey and hero.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an uncrate's to wear the crown, it
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
shows some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Aren't your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time you crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Ah, stop your shite boasting.
Cerys! Hey! God damn it!
Don't see Krach. He talking to...
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your...
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
May your axe never crumble.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific...
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige's seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrige, his true-born son, and then on to his...
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every pass. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls...
Leaving Caer
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself.
May I?
You must, even. Come. So, feast to your liking?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, Mahakimum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on crick.
Something tells me...
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand together.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote'll turn.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown...
Feeling torn between Hjalmar...
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crake blood flows in both.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emhyr.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action...
Promised me a reward for...
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This book...
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one... Hear that? Damn it! Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding. Quick!
Da.
Take my cloak. Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Dan, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilled. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can, we must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crete. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Cerys.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Wolf.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all suddenly...
Talking won't help. Let's look around.
Let me know what you found. Pull yourself together, Cinna. How'd they get in?
All right. Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Meat. Bears like honey, before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. Old scar. Half man, half bear. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate, or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma.
So the tales are true? Warriors
All the horns are empty.
Transformed into wild beasts?
Berserkers. But how'd they come to be here?
Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead. Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him. Drogadar. Skald's played his last. Autrig. Shit, no more than a kid. Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
Respect, Witcher.
Bodies massacred. Hard to tell who it is. Steingrim, maybe? Some earthy scent from the bear's maw. No wonder Hellborn bled to death. Heading towards mushrooms? Here. Cerys, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bear...
Men who transformed...
Uh-huh.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into stuff of fairy tales, legend.
Almost. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead spiked with blood. And something else.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs.
Can't hurt to try.
A disgrace. The candle not seen since the Red Funeral.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else.
Give me the horn. I know the smell.
Mardrome related in any way to Berserk?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children. Warwick.
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to... Mardrome.
You have another name for it on the continent.
All right. Peasants eat it to suit...
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. Come on, we could find some clues there. We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
That's how you earn respect in Skellige, Geralt. That's exactly...
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow. But so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish. I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you. Right behind you.
That's a relief. This mead's clean. Nothing here either. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another X behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to.
We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely used, more like.
Place of power.
When Hjalmar and I
Should
were
draw
little,
from it.
we'd play here. Once. bygones.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac...
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher sense at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway. Someone walked through the mead. Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead. Breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby, something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was it...
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Ironbolt! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Why'd you betray them? Talk, or I'll finish what I started.
No Ancreit should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea, but I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Bernard Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrige would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Birna's, that's not enough.
Anvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Cerys on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Birna Brand's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will...
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas...
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Cerys speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Cerys
betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Ancrete, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Bernard speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since...
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Birna to Arnvald, instructing him how to...
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason?
Birna's right, Cerys. 'Tis all precious little proof. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent.
You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself. Me. The family. The clan.
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan Ancrete, and you, Birna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
When I had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit...
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure.
No need.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinate, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me. See for yourself. All may list.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. Just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Brand back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans,
I know some
a
would
new
see
ruler
another
takes
in my
the crown.
place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
Step over here. Boy, step over here.
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, McGill, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might. I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start.
Aye, good.
Silent druid? Oh, yeah. They ever try to... Not... That talking won't get me anywhere. Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
Hey-ya!
Maybe, but I've got good reason. What?
Yes?
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! A generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
Barry, what are you...
She's not told you? The myth is that Urberus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Urberus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea...
Where'd you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Urberus?
Its appearance is exactly as described.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools. But besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
On the one hand, a theft. On the other, Ciri's life.
I also care deeply. I proposed a series of other... She claimed they would take too long. Whereas she wants, she has always been hot-headed.
True. At least this time she's got a valid reason for it.
Never mind that she might bring... What? What was that? No. Jennifer's used the mask. Quickly! Follow me! We must neutralize the mask! Nuke its power!
Great. What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here?
The power of the masks.
Ermion says the mask might...
Fortunate he's here, then. He can jump right in, try to take...
Realize he won't let this pass.
Oh, I'll survive.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places where past events left a strong magic... Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eye.
Gonna read my mind?
You object?
You do it whenever you want it.
No harm in it, then. Let's go. Already found the first spot. This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep see everything. Don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot. Don the mask. Watch out!
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
But Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
Place is creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know what you're thinking, but don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself. Yes? Well, ready? Use the mask.
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come. Don the mask.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. The mage who was with Ciri fled.
His trace path leads to Velen as well. But the target coordinate... The explosion must have disrupted...
Ran into Kira Metz in Velen. Coincidence maybe, but she claimed a mage came to her looking for Ciri. Be surprised if it wasn't the same one.
Whoever he is, he grows more interesting by the minute.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up.
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
Which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us! If someone's death were to help you find Ciri, would you start making human sacrifices as well?
Relax. Storm's died down.
For now. But who knows what...
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an I hope you've learned something, you...
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So?
We think a powerful...
Do you know upon who?
Not yet. But we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of them. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded, but...
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her. Then he fought her at...
Yes? Is that it?
Got a feeling we found something Just need to examine one more thing.
He went flying in that direction.
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can. Geralt, please move before I'm forced to place it down on your head.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... what do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor. Oh, the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjord. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Elder blood flows.
Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extra awe. But could that truly be?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is...
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on...
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysms. The Wraiths raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time. The islanders said the Wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted. Then...
Anyone survive?
Next stop,
I'll meet you on the beach.
Wait, can't we...
But you detest being tapped.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go.
Good luck to you. In Fort...
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjord. But if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
Ritual of some kind.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Then speak.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen...
I'm sorry. She is not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall.
This Ciri, has she a scar?
Yes, what happened to her?
Don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was 1,000 curses upon him.
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his...
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the Wild Hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvarg.
Morkvarg. What's that?
Who, you mean?
The vilest man ever to inhabit Skellige. Nothing was ever sacred to him. He attacked his own clan's lands, took gold from Nilfgaard, killed children.
Know the type.
They said he feared only one thing, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg sought to prove how wrong they were, so he sailed to Hindersfjall to ransack the goddess's garden. This was over it.
Archpriestess Ulva stood in his way. He thrust a blade between her ribs and cast her down in the mud. As her lifeblood left her.
Curse? A monster?
I can get rid of Morkvarg. Don't know what he's turned into. but a silver sword.
It's not that simple. There have been those who have bested Morkvarg.
So, it's a complex curse.
I understand.
Speak with Toradar's son, Einar. He was in the garden when Morkvarg and his men attacked. He saw what happened. Of all the... He settled in Larvik. You'll find him there at the landing, provided he...
A coward who willingly seeks battle?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong,
and thus regain his honor.
Trial by ordeal.
I do not mock your laws. Please also respect...
Where is this holy garden?
Not far from here. North. And now? Those who venture...
Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sick.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
Here's a giant, sure, but now just spots about seducing the lasses.
Worried this trail might have gone cold.
Even if Craven's dead, we'll manage.
How exactly?
You'll see when the time comes.
You could stand to be nicer sometimes.
I suppose. But then I wouldn't be the woman you fell in love with, would I?
A bite. Just one morsel. One piece. A crumb.
He doesn't seem happy to see us.
Wait till he gets a closer look at me.
So, where should we start?
Let's go to that tree the sisters mentioned.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did. We just might pick up his scent. Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee and cut himself to make the offering. Bloodstains, see?
No. I may be inhumanly beautiful, but I don't have superhumans.
Which is why you should stay up. No offense, but in that undergrowth and mud.
Ball and chain?
Planned to say it gentler, but yeah, that's big.
Fine. We'll do as you say. If the need arises.
Fine. See you later then.
Don't get hurt. Remember. Oh, come. I was just teasing. Fool. I need you. Period. Better?
Better. Craven's blood, flowing profusely, trails clear, should lead me to him. Something down there. Can't see a thing. Light prints. Craven trod carefully. No bite marks. Morkvarg doesn't eat his victims. Strange.
Is it Craven?
No, this one's been here a while.
What? I can't hear you. If you want to chat, come closer.
Her senses are really dulled. Monster tracks. Running. Chasing something. Looks like Morkvarg got bored of sneaking around and attacked. Craven's blood. Craven was injured, started running. Door won't budge. Craven must have blocked it, or it's just locked. Gotta go round.
What now, you beast of filth?
Can't cross that. Gotta go down. Mechanism looks pretty standard. One lever to choose the sluice gate. Symbol of Freya.
It grew back. It always grows back.
Starting to envy you.
Wish to hear.
If I have to.
Warriors came. They knew they could not kill me. Know what I did?
Biting off your own limbs hurts.
You don't understand. This was more. My mouth, but I shredded them, dashed them to bits, made tiny crumbs.
Your story have a point, or just...
You cannot kill me. Cannot stop me. The curse. Free me.
Willing to talk now?
Only now can I. Such is the curse. Make. You've got time before the blood's gone for. Undo the curse.
So, no joy.
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden. To which anything I devour turns to ash. Ash I cannot eat. The
everlasting hunger goes to explain why all those corpses went... See what I can...
See.
Mentioned a reward.
Looted.
Looking for a man named Craven.
Then.
See if we can do this the easy way. Morkvarg of my own free...
Won't turn.
Won't know until you try. Farewell.
Sick.
Prints lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten, preferred to drown. Roots. Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt! You scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Craven's blood. Damn. Dead. Has been for a while.
Yen, found him.
And?
And I've seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Yen, there's no
point in We'll talk when you get here.
That's Yen. Come.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse.
Thought necromancy was strictly for...
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Black magic's no joke. Casting those spells never...
I don't like it any more than you do, believe me. But the thought that Ciri is in danger?
I understand. Still doesn't get...
Geralt, please.
Need any ingredient?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the...
Mind trying again without the sarc...
I don't need a thing. I'm a all I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use...
Geralt, you're getting on my nerves. I offer you solutions, you try to poke holes in...
I'm not poking holes. Just thinking about the consequences. How about you?
No. Geralt, I'll say it again. We're short on time. Fine.
Selene, Dufresne! Selene, Davidar! Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have...
You died in battle.
Geralt, this is not the time to cheer.
A young woman. Ashen hair, green eyes. What happened to her? I don't care about that. What happened to her? Speak! Speak!
She fell! Oh!
Ciri. Zirael. Can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember? Repeat.
Drowned. Dead rock.
You're awake. And
Where?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
How long did I lie?
All day, nearabouts. 'Twas more.
Damn.
You needed the rest. Been through a lot, eh?
Yes.
I never thought women on the continent did I...
And where is he? My friend.
Stepped out a while ago. Said he needed to find a boat. Wait.
No. He simply doesn't like others to see it.
I don't think you should...
Less talk, more giving...
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish-posh, there's no need. Now come,
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on. That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh, yes. From very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
No!
See Snorri strutting around in China, gleaming with gold at them.
All right, in you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Let's go.
Finally. I was so worried you'd...
Ah, Mum, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. What's on your thigh, child? Not a bruise?
This? No. It's a tattoo.
So it is. A red rose. It mean anything?
It's a souvenir of someone special who's dead now.
I picture it already. You were promised to a handsome lad. He gave you a red rose before sailing off, but the cruel sea swallowed him.
Child. Those bards have stuck. Here we are, gabbing away.
Say, back home,
You know, I don't really have a home.
Ah, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. With the...
No, that's not right.
So...
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjal's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjal?
Well, he seems nice.
Oh, my...
Leave it, Astrid. Who she likes is her affair, and it's not to you.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but...
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times...
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofferton groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down, child. Skjal's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water.
I'm sorry. Thank you once more.
And once more, there's no need.
Woo! Storms are coming. Gotta go to your mom. Tell her to take the...
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any...
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark.
I'm not in that much. Your first kiss?
Of course it weren't.
We don't have much time. But it...
Run for your lives!
You stay here!
I can look after myself.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt. No, not yet.
Get on the horse.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get... Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
What became of that creature? Where is he? What? To whom? Begone! Begone, I...
Could have shown some...
That was no boy, Geralt.
Didn't just speak. It howled in...
I know it seemed real. Nice of you to be so concerned for the corpse.
Yen, are you all...
I'm splendid. I'd feel even better if I hadn't had to remind you to ask that question.
What?
It died. Like I said.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you?
No. I knew you'd protest. You're...
Yen.
You needn't ask me.
Gordon! How could you? We have...
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me. We've every right to be furious. Furious! And you...
We had no choice. We'd never have learned what happened to her.
Do you really think you're justified? That your hunt for a foreign woman gives you the right to destroy...
I'm sure it doesn't in your...
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you...
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger.
Yen, you didn't have...
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what...
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing. You know? I saw something, or something.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man.
You must go and get the creature. I don't...
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. Now, tell me...
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me... Do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well...
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in... But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happened. Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellig, not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a...
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's got.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted.
Before you do...
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik. At the war...
Fine.
Thank you.
It was...
Geralt, you know me.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Got eyes like a cat. Catch mice too.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go dancing.
Stinks of Nilfgaardian corpse to me.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Singing.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can... But that'd be an error.
Think you got me shaking in my...
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed.
Thank you kindly.
I need a good plough. One fucked up face.
I'm taking Uma. Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you?
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know.
Huh?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Ban Glin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Ban Glin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then?
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once!
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
No courtesies needed. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me...
Would you prefer I order my guards?
Geralt.
Now report.
Ciri. Well, this man is...
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my... I hope you have more to say.
Listen. I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task. Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North. Come on. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty.
I pursued those leads you gave. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there.
Where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord.
Yes, I know my...
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee. Went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion.
And into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafael Elen, Kedmel Fali. Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Vandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Fine.
This audience is...
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were...
I merely know when I can indulge my pride. Unlike some...
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now? We can fight another time, in another place.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here. Probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Oh, there, Roach. Forktail's this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on...
Don't look all that nice yourself.
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some...
A lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel...
No. Yennefer found more.
Yen's here already? Huh, you two are...
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put it? She teleports in, not even a nice to see, jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do.
She's up to something.
Glad you noted.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, Lambert's still in the... Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help, running around with some chirping contraption, searching for...
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around...
again. Damn it!
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Don't sound too thrilled about all.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous White Wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Gotta take care of some.
Sure.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Again, damn it!
Damn it, you piece of shit!
You decide to blow us.
Geralt, I'm in no mood for Jet.
What's eating?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exact...
What?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First with...
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I feel...
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor?
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red...
So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Know what? We should end this discussion.
But I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Is that so? You shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your Witcher's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it... I try not to think about it. That stupid...
Yen, told you already, I lost my memory.
And I've lost my patience!
Oh. She's really not in the mood. Whatever mutilated it sure wasn't human. Go, go.
Ah, Geralt. Anything you'd like to say?
The view from there.
Perhaps I should have teleported you 2 miles higher. Brett.
Fine.
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me Forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
right.
Use this Potesta Quisitor.
Potesta Quisitor?
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the... Spare me your juvenile wit, please.
Signal's growing stronger. Shit, lost the signal. Nothing here. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger.
Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh. Ah, there you are. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Ah, there you are. Mounted Witchering just never took off. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them. I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves.
Yes, Uncle Vez. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on
Please, But no matter. More importantly, I shall finally be able to...
The Ida? Elven Sage? What do you want?
Stay and you'll learn.
Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets.
Consider it a token of our trust.
Didn't you just say you trust?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar.
I see. The word...
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Dawn Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iakus.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes. In legends. Of the...
Can you help us? With...
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle. Inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, N. Severn.
That does not conclude our conversation.
me guess.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request... Stop getting... The time of the White Frost and what...
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know...
I don't doubt you know it. The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into...
Any idea what she...
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave.
Wouldn't count on...
All in all, interesting conversation.
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that...
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do.
What's this?
No. Booze from potato peel. Actually, haven't...
Don't sound... Let me...
Well...
No re...
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and... This way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamander assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense. Nothing here.
Well, color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear!
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.